Nazmin? Okay, first horror movie. Okay, who's actually the Eidolon? Cik Mai. So Cik Mai is the. Okay, I was told actually saya telah tahu tempat yang korang syuting ni memang berantu, betul ke? Ada tak sesi-sesi ternampak ke atau terasa ke, ada ke? Mr. Don?
Yes.
Can we get the come?
Yeah, actually, this film's our ghost meet the real ghost.
Really?
Yeah. The Eidolon, Cik Mai. Actually, I think I'm already 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3 tahun kan? 3 tahun. So I also already forgot what really happened. But today Cik Mai is not here, or else she can ceritakan
Experience here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all we heard is something happened, and like she is in the room, and then suddenly someone called her, right? Something like that, and then when she turned, and then
There's no one.
There's no one there. Tak ada siapa lah.
Tak ada siapa.
Okay lah. Bound to happen actually kalau you buat horror movies kan.
Yeah.
Kadang-kadang it's just inviting lah.
Ya, maybe hantu itu dia ingat dia pun sama-sama hantu.
Enjoy casting
Ya,
sekali.
itu friends saya.
Alright, so I'd like to invite Mr. Julian, who just arrived. Come, Mr. Julian, join us in the front for a press conference. Oh, then wave to the camera, guys, on the right side. Wave. Okay, come, Mr. Julian, have a seat. Mark, please have a seat, Mark. Okay, members of the media, invited guests, welcome to Hall 7 of TGV KLCC, where we just had the premiere of the first screening of Eidolon. Alright, so this is the press conference session where we will open the floor to our members of the media to ask any questions that you have for the cast, for the producer, or for the director himself. Okay, so dipersilakan.
Okay, Mr. Don.
Ya.
Apakah mesej yang ingin disampaikan dalam filem ini dan kenapa you berani ambil semua muka-muka baru? Semua tak kenal.
Okay, actually, the message, I think maybe do you want to ask our scriptwriter to answer that? Okay, actually, this movie we are trying to have a so-called story-orientated horror films, and as you all can see, it's not that horror. So it's actually very story-orientated. The story about this movie, we are trying to bring the characters of human beings. They have all kind of people in this world, and then because of their social life, of their works, and then they have all the stress, and that's why we have a lot of this people having sickness that we are not sure, that maybe we are not really realize we have this sickness in ourselves. So in this movie, all the characters have their own problems because of their stress, and it's like our Faiz characters, and he's like and also like Johan. Every one of them have their problems and schizophrenia, and then this movie is trying to show to the public audience that try to face our problems, try to how to say that?
Overcome.
Yeah, try to overcome. Yes, try to overcome it. Don't put everything into yourself. That's the message that I want to bring it out. So each of the characters, they have their own problems. So in this movie, in these stories, with their sickness, this is how will happen if they really don't look into the problems. So the movie is the message of this movie. Of course, it's a supernatural genre. I think, I'm not sure the jump scare let you guys jump or not. But we are trying to have because as when I have this script, when I read this script, we did a lot of changes, and then I have to put in a lot of this jump scare part to make it look more feel horror. Yeah. Did I answer your question?
Why you choose all the new?
Oh yeah. Why I choose all the new faces? Okay, firstly, we did this in Penang, and Penang is not really how to say that a city of filming. Not a lot of actors and actresses in Penang. And secondly, I want to give chance to those talented people in Penang. And then through the castings, and then I try to find the talents in Penang. So I think all of them, right? Yes, all of them here is from Penang.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. All of them is from Penang. Yeah. And even Chasey, he's from Northern region, he's from Kedah. And then I think I call him, I'm trying to get someone Insta famous. And then we managed to get Chasey, and then I think this is his first movie. This is his first movie. So I called him, and then we video called, because during that time his MCO just finished, so we still have all the restrictions. So it's very hard for us to produce these films because of all the restrictions. The actor and actresses from outstations are quite have the restrictions to come to other states. So and also a lot of restrictions, like we are having headaches whether my crew which is able to come from KL or not, and all our cameras, our equipments, etc. and etc. So but luckily we managed to finish this film in a short periods, I think about nearly a month, and then not long again we gonna close down again, right?
Yeah.
After we just finished the movie, and then MCO2 announced. So it's a very scaring journey for this movie. So at least we are able to finish it in this hectic time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Don. Next question, yes?
So, how many days actually for the shooting, and for the location? Is it only one location or?
Okay, as you can see, there's one main location of which is in the movie is the Airbnb, right? And then that's the main locations. And then we have a few locations in the Kampung area. Penang area, yeah. Everything in Penang.
In the island.
In the island.
Yeah.
In the island, yeah. Yeah.
Duration of days?
Durations, I think we almost about 20 days of shootings. Yes.
Okay, next question, please.
Bulan berapa, Mr. Don?
Bulan berapa?
12
December 2020.
December 2020. Question on the right? Yes.
Boleh je ya?
Boleh.
Okey, saya nak tahu kenapa nak buat sangat cerita ni, dan juga untuk pelakon-pelakon semua. seronok tak berlaku cerita ni? Sebab saya nampak, saya cakap lah, saya nampak macam ada masalah penghayatan. Kerana sepanjang cerita ni memang ada seram dan esik lah kan. Tapi masalah penghayatan pelakon tu mengganggu saya lah, untuk menghayati cerita juga. Okay. Yang pertama tu, kenapa nak buat sangat? Eager to make this film. Dan juga kalau boleh setiap pelakon lah. Johan pergi mana?
Oh, Johan.
Chelsea.
Ada misteri lain kot setiap pelakon ceritakanlah apakah perasaan anda untuk menghayati watak-watak masing-masing lah. Okay.
Boleh ya? Okay, let's pass the mic to, maybe you can explain why were you eager to do this movie? Kenapa nak sangat buat movie ni? Then we move to the actors.
Okay, actually nak makan lah. MCO tak ada kerja. Actually, at first it's because of the script, and for me, I think it's very challenging to this kind of story. I have to amend it in this limited resources. So for me, I want to do it because I want to challenge something new, and which is able to finish it in limited time, limited resources, and I love the story. So that's why I want to do it, and also if we done it, then meaning some of us ada gaji lah. Yeah.
Okay, maybe start with Nazmin.
Jawab terus ke?
Yes.
Okay.
Penghayatan karakter tu sebenarnya dia kata.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, hi everyone, saya Nazmin. Penghayatan karakter tu macam saya ada dua language saya bercakap kan. Saya kena talikan saya punya karakter when was I cakap dalam bahasa Melayu and dalam bahasa English. So I need to be myself there. So macam mana I deliver I punya script in Malay, I use the same tactic untuk gunakan dalam bahasa English, sebab I believe that kalau I change it, dia akan jadi macam dua karakter yang berbeza. So that is a challenge for me. So sebab I kena maintain dia punya speed, I bercakap dalam bahasa Melayu dan bahasa English. So I maintain and decide to just bercakap deliver in kita punya standard Malaysian English, which is everybody boleh faham, tak adalah berbelit-belit ke apa semua ke. Tu, and then second thing, of course kalau kita tengok dekat poster tu semua tak kenal each of us kan. So let's support us, give a chance to us, semacam bagi peluang untuk kita tunjuk bakat, and we believe that each of us pun kita try to do the best. Thank you. Tak orang.
Tak, abang cuma nak tahu je.
Ya. Maksudnya macam bagi peluang untuk kita. Yalah, sebab pertama lagi kita orang Penang. Orang Penang.
Mungkin juga cerita yang genre horror ya. Mungkin first time for most of your actors here. Nak menghayati the horror character tu payah ke? Faiz, macam mana? Is it hard? Macam you ada OCD kan in the movie. No, I'm not saying you as a person sekarang ni you ada OCD. Mungkin juga tak tahu. Tapi dalam cerita you ada OCD kan. You buat benda nak perfectionist. We know what OCD is. Jadi susah ke nak get that character untuk jadi OCD dengan takutnya, dengan seramnya?
Okay, Assalamualaikum semuanya. Terima kasih kerana sudi hadir untuk press conference kita hari ini. Untuk hosting, tak ya. Okay, so back to the question mengenai soalan penghayatan watak untuk setiap karakter di dalam movie Eidolon Bayangan Dendam ni. Okay, bagi saya selaku seorang juruacara, saya mengaku tak mudah sebenarnya untuk membawa watak OCD, walaupun saya ada OCD tu sedikit lah, sedikit dalam my real life. Botol shampoo pun kena ada left, right dan sebagainya. Okay, so that's me. Tapi tidaklah sampai ke tahap tu. So bila kita nak lenggokkan balik to make it more horror, to make it more macam very dark, very negative and a bit, it's very challenging for me. Dalam masa sama juga, dalam masa singkat tu, kami cuba deliver dari segi penghayatan, dari segi skrip, dari segi olahan skrip dan sebagainya dalam masa yang agak singkat. So dalam masa ini bukan alasan, tapi maknanya lepas tu tak lama dari MCO 1.0 kita panggil. So dari segi kita banyak Zoom call dan sebagainya. So nak direct in touch tu sebenarnya, direct contact tu sangat limited. Tapi seperti saja maklum, kami juga ingin ucapkan terima kasihlah kepada kru-kru produksi kita. Diorang memang banyak sebenarnya, especially Mr. Don, Jane Wayu, Jane Tan, dan juga kru-kru kita makeup, Janice. They actually really help us to create atmosphere untuk tak out from the character. Maknanya stay in character. So how we can stay gloomy, even dari segi lighting pun dia mostly saya rasa walaupun kita tengah rehat dan sebagainya, sebab dia orang nak kita orang sentiasa stay in character. So yang tu sebab sikit mengenai penghayatan watak.
Okay. Fifi, Mira.
Ya, saya.
Saya perasan mostly dalam cerita tu semua pakai nama sendiri. Kenapa tukar Fifi tu jadi Mira?
Oh, itu kena tanya kita punya pengarah.
Oh,
So cerita dia macam ni.
Okay.
Time tu tak salah watak Mira tu bukan saya, tapi diorang ada open casting untuk watak tersebut.
I see.
So saya pergi casting dan saya rasa saya bukan salah satunya orang yang di-casting. Ada lagi kan?
Okay.
Perempuan-perempuan di casting.
You my only one.
Ya, ya.
Okay, so Fifi, untuk menjiwai watak tu sukar atau tidak, macam mana?
So first of all, bagi Fifi sedikit susah lah, di mana watak seorang Mira ni adalah isteri yang penyabar seperti yang korang tengok. Sebab dia kena menghadapi suami dia yang OCD, yang barai. So dia kena banyak sabar. Walaupun in real life watak saya bukan seorang yang terlalu sabar macam dalam filem. So bila nak menjiwai watak sabar tu memang penuh dengan kesabaran. So macam walaupun kita rasa macam aku nak marah balik, tapi macam okay, you need stay in your character. Bagi Fifi, bagi Fifi lah. Bagi Fifi, watak yang Fifi bawa tu ada susah, ada senang. Part yang susah tu waktu nak dia apa dicerai yang kena menangis tu. Oh, yang tu kena menjiwai betul. Itu kena menjiwai betul sebab kena cerai, dan ada watak-watak yang kita kena takut. So bagi Fifi itulah.
Okay.
Ada susah, ada senang.
Okay.
But apa-apa pun banyak juga tunjuk ajar daripada orang kata apa, my senior-senior, my kakak-kakak, abang-abang, daripada semua. So yeah, I enjoy.
Thank you, Fifi.
Yeah, thank you.
Zati atau Sarah? Ni soalan lagi.
Yes.
Nama sebenar. Okay, Zati, what's your ni? Macam mana menjiwai karakter Sarah tu?
Baik, okay. Assalamualaikum, hi everyone. Saya Zati Nizam, watak sebagai Sarah. Jadi bila cakap pasal penghayatan tu kan, sebenarnya kita orang ni masing-masing ada forte masing-masing lah. And mostly kita, macam Kak Isa cakap tadi, kita buat juruacara dan sebagainya. So dalam lakonan ni ialah satu something yang we are still learning. Jadi saya sendirilah, untuk diri saya sendiri, saya mengaku yang memang penghayatan tu kurang. Masa ni 2 tahun lepas, so diberikan satu peluang oleh 3 tahun lepas 2020. So kita diberikan peluang oleh our Mr. Director and the production. Thank you very much for the platform. Jadi untuk saya sendiri, saya jadikan benda tu sebagai satu platform untuk dia dapat rezeki kan, ditawarkan berlakon filem, macam rezeki kedebuk jatuh tu kan. So saya terima sebagai satu platform untuk saya mulakan orang cakap dalam bidang lakonan. Dan since daripada tu dia membantu sebenarnya, sudah slowly after that ada improvement sebab ini kan 2 tahun lepas kan. Jadi memang saya mengaku penghayatan sangat kurang, dan tambah-tambah untuk jadi seorang Sarah yang boleh dikatakan dialah pencetus segalanya, pencetus masalah kan. Walaupun dia macam flashback punya cerita kan, tapi tanpa Sarah tak menjadi macam tu kan. So jadi itu adalah satu watak yang berat sebenarnya bagi saya, nak hayati watak jahat tu. Dan especially for the expression tu, memang saya mengaku agak sukar untuk ekspreskan muka jahat tu. Macam tu. Jadi itulah bab penghayatan tu memang something that we are still learning, and we will never stop to learn.
Okay,
Right?
nice, good answer. Okay, Amirul.
Hai.
Amirul banyak diam kan cerita tu. Okay, lelaki misteri, betul. Okay, Amirul, macam mana dengan anda? Menjiwai watak tu sebenarnya sebagai Amirul tu?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Hai semua, saya Amirul, membawakan watak Amirul dalam Eidolon, Bayangan Dendam. So actually mungkin first saya nak betulkan balik, saya bukan berasal dari Penang. Cuma saya bekerja di Penang sebagai jurutera. Dan untuk filem ni kan saya actually for the casting kan, saya pergi casting. Saya pergi casting dan masa tu Mr. Director, saya pergi casting untuk watak, actually watak Johan. Tapi untuk watak ni mungkin director lebih nampak saya lebih sesuai dengan watak Amirul. So saya first time pergi casting untuk berlakon dan ada satu hari tu saya dapatkan berita yang saya dapat jadi watak one of the character in the movie. So saya macam surprise lah because sebelum ni saya tak pernah berlakon dan saya bukan ada background seni, cuma baru datang casting. Dan untuk saya menghayati watak sebagai Amirul, kalau anda semua tengok watak Amirul, watak dia sedikit mendatar, cuma hujung-hujung tu dia perlu ada luahkan emosi. So untuk saya membawakan watak mendatar tu kan, actually agak susah sebab saya tak boleh nak show ekspresi emotion dalam satu watak tu kan, sebab dia mendatar. Cuma pada hujung tu saya saya ada scene yang kena luahkan perasaan marah dan sedih. Itu saya rasa okey, cuma yang bagi saya mencabar watak mendatar. Dan lagi satu, dalam karakter Amirul ni, saya merupakan seorang perokok, tapi in reality saya bukan perokok.
So, boleh nampak tu. Siapa yang perokok boleh tahu.
Saya okey, untuk karakter watak merokok tu memang saya struggle sikit lah.
But it's okay, you did it.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you.
To me, financing a movie is like going to a casino. There is no answer. Whether this film is going to make money, whether it's not. I mean, as some people will say, it's a bit too slow moving, there's too much talking, there's not enough action. But you never know, because I asked a few people, do you like a film that has a lot of action, or do you like a film that has a good story with a lot of talking? And surprisingly, the people I spoke to said, I want a good story. So I still think this thing has a chance. You know, you don't have to have a lot of action or gore. You don't have to see a neck ripped off, eyes being gouged out to get your box office. So I'm hoping the local public will be more into elevated horror, as the saying goes, like the Babadook movie, referred to in the previous Scream movie. Yeah, even the Babadook was referred to twice. Remember the last scene when the killer played by what's her name, Madison, played by that was the girl killer, right? In the last Scream movie, the man and the woman, and the girl was really burnt, right, in the oven, and she was burnt, but she came up for one last kill, and then boom, she was shot, and then the young girl said, "I still prefer the Babadook." So, you know, the reference there in America, it's famous. And I saw the Babadook. I saw it on video streaming. It's a very slow-moving film, like this one. You know, just a lot of talking, a lot of hints, but not much action. And yet it gained some popularity. So I don't know how the Malaysian public will react to this, seeing it as a film that's elevated, not that much action, but more story-oriented. And let's hope they like it, you know. But if they don't, then we will learn a lesson by saying, you know, it doesn't work, they don't like this, so next movie, put more action in. We are planning an action movie, actually, just to let you know. I've got one plan right now that's going to be action-packed, but we don't want to make it too violent. Even there's a limit between action and violence, and we don't want to cross that line.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Julian. Right.
I decided in the end to translate the whole film into Malay. So yeah, that's where those words came in.
So basically, it was in English first.
The original script version was in English.
Okay.
And then we got another writer to translate it to Malay.
Okay. Any questions? Ada soalan lagi?
Berapa banyak scene yang kena potong dengan LPF? Ada ke?
I can answer that. Okay. There's one scene with her at the end with Nazmin when she used the amulet to kill the ghost. She actually had a mantra, you know, Samsurya.
I cannot recall.
To translate in English with the power of the sun and power of this and power of that and power of that. And then LPF said no. That's you know, if you want to kill a ghost, you have to say something in Islam to kill the ghost. You cannot have all this chanting with the power of the sun and all that. So
Malay cannot
dia lebih macam Indonesian punya jumpy sikit. So that's our yes.
Yeah, so we had to cut that off, and also in the car, the last scene with her and me, I asked her, how do you know how to do all that chanting? And then she said there was a shot of her when Amiral gave her the amulet, the box. She took out a piece of paper, and inside the paper the chant was there, and the power of the sun, the power of goodness. So that's where she got it. All that was cut. All that was cut because of LPF. What else did we cut?
Oh yeah.
The part where Chazi shot himself, yeah. So you hear the sound, but actually the real shot is you actually see his head being shot, but not too gory. It wasn't too gory. Not much blood. Just
you can see the blood burst out.
Yeah, but it's still not gory. Just a bit, you know. But they still said no, so we cut that, and then we also cut the rape scene. Yeah, the rape scene. There was the scene where actually. Even the rape scene to me was not much. You know, it's not violent, but still they told us to cut it, so we cut. So 3 things.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think okay. It's just because like the rape scenes, it's called the feeling. What is paraphilia love, right? So actually the rape scenes we showed Sarah is watching. Her husband raping that girl, so that one kena potong. Biasanya say, ini apa behavior biadab or something like that. You know, cannot show. so quite a lot of the shots kena cut off. Yeah.
I can say on the whole, in my career as a producer in the last few decades, I've always had a very good relationship with LPF. Every time they ask me to cut things, it's very simple. Good time with them. I have a very good relationship with LPF. Lembaga Penapisan Film.
So you don't regret by them cutting?
Oh no, because that scene of the rape scene. Well, maybe the director regrets.
But aren't you guys as a filmmakers, you're supposed to fight for those things that you want to actually show?
Yeah.
She regrets.
Actually, I want to fight because.
We got riot actually.
Yeah, we already riot one. Yeah, actually
in fact, the whole thing when Nasmin get the amulet out, they also asked me to potong. Has to censor. Everything censored. I said cannot. They said they can't let her do the chanting, and then cannot show that a Melayu taking like the Bomo thing to hapuskan into hantu. So they said cannot. I said, oh, how come? I said this is going to spoil my film. And then a lot of spices, like the gunshots, headshots, all this. I had to replace with a blank, on the wall, the pictures on the wall, and then just boom. Okay. So all the spices, a lot of these spices gonna cut it. This is what, as a director, I hope we can give the real, the raw feelings of each shots to show the purest or the rawest emotions to the audience. Of course, and I think it is, if let's say, I think if this movie going to shown in somewhere in other countries, maybe I don't think we won't have any sense. We won't kena potong. Yeah. So because of local policy. Of course, I am also we are respecting LPF for this is their jobs, to make sure the audience comfortable to the movies, to the scenes. But yes, as a director, I think we try to always. I try to try to
appeal for the cutscene.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as we, you want to say? Okay, sure.
Yeah, just the talk about the chanting part, the mantra and the amulet, is that initially they told us to cut out the whole part, including showing the amulet. So we wrote an appeal letter to them saying that okay, we'll cut out the chanting, you know, the chanting involving with the powers of the sun and powers of the universe, all that chanting, but at least give us the chance to show the amulet, otherwise it won't make sense why the ghost dies. So they then agreed. The Surat Rayuan was accepted, the appeal letter was accepted, and they allowed us to put that thing. But for me, I don't feel that they have done, I don't personally mind the cuts that they asked us to do. I don't think it's damaging to this film. I actually, as I told you, I have a very good relationship with LPF, and I've always found them to be very easygoing with me, you know, in the past.
Okay, thank you. Now, last one. As you can see from the last scene, Nazrin was with the necklace and the baby was with the amulet. Is there going to be part 2? Well, we all know there's always end credits, and you see,